Hi guys, it's Laura with Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and I am working on one of my fair projects today, or at least this hour at least. The last time you guys saw this project, I think I had just finished the yellow and down here, and I was starting the first black. Well, I did a yellow, or I did the black, I did a yellow, and now I'm starting the black again. And I have to do 5 rows of this black. Then I need 4 more rows of the black on this part. Then 5 of yellow, 5 of black, and then 3, 6, and then 8 rows of yellow. So I still have a bit to go, but I'm pretty sure I'll have it done by the end of July. So yeah, you guys can see how slow I crochet. I'm using a 4mm hook on this. And this is my calla lily yarn. Yes. While the calla lily is a favorite flower of mine, my first favorite flower is a forget-me-not. My second is a calla lily. But what was really cool about this, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had to ask Sam to get me some of this yarn, because when I was making it the first time, I didn't forget. I didn't realize that it was written in UK terms, so I was doing an actual US double crochet instead of a British double crochet, which is a single crochet. So I was quickly running out of yarn. I still don't think I would have had enough yarn if it hadn't been for Sam, just because I crochet so tight. And this is already, this is what the black that I pulled off the first one, or the first part that I did. You can see I'm still pulling off of the yellow. So here's the yellow that I'm pulling off of, and you can see that just one part of the yellow was really big. So this is what it should be looking like. There we go. And it's going to be a bee bag. The theme for our fair this year is thank you for being a friend. So a lot of the stuff, people are making bee things. I know the girl who is what our local amigurumi queen. I know what she is making, and I think that one's going to be hard to beat. And I know my amigurumi skills won't beat her, but I'm going to try still. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to make, but I will tell you what she's going to make. And I actually had thought about that, but I knew I couldn't pull it off before before the fair started. Yes, I am wearing shorts. It's wonderful. It's like it's in the 40s. It's like summertime. T-shirts and shorts. It's that time now until we go back cold again. Oh, but anyway, what was I saying? I don't know. Oh, she's making a beehive, and she's putting bees in there. So I was gonna kind of do something like that, except I was thinking of making a blanket with a beehive on it, and I actually found some patterns. Is this the one that has the beehive in it? I think it is. But I was going to make beehive on 72. I was going to make like a baby size blanket, and then instead of making granny squares, I was just going to kind of copy this part right here and, put a beehive and then put some bees on it. But I don't have time to do that. So that was my idea for the baby blanket. Now, if I could find somebody to make me the baby blanket but see, then it wouldn't be my work. So it's, I have all of these brilliant ideas, and had I started it in January, I probably would have had plenty of time, but it's already the end of March. So I might try. There are a couple of other Afghans, or I could turn them into baby blankets that have like it's like a beehive or the cells that are in a beehive, and do a blanket like that with a couple of bees on it. But those are squares. I mean, it might not be a square shape, but those are squares to me. So yeah, so I'm not doing that. I'm playing with my one. I am going to make a bee dress. I think I have just the right colors, but I'm not, of the color yellow, but I'm not 100% positive. I will need another black because the black I'm using is putting together a Boggy Creek blanket. So I will have to buy a black. I'm just going to buy a small one because I don't use black very often. So yeah, I'm working still on the base. Let me put this in here so I don't accidentally pull this out. And I'm using the stitch marker that, it's a orange flamingo that Sam from Memphis Makes sent me. So this is the work I've done so far. There we go. And this is the work that I'm pulling apart to finish making this. It will eventually, and I'm using a 4mm. Oh, do I have a picture of it on here? I'm not sure if there was. Yeah, it came from a kit, and this is the kit. It's not a color one, but hey, it works. So I still have a while to go, but I'm sure I'll have it done. As it gets closer, if I haven't done more, I will put this on in focus to do it. But the yarn I'm using right now is Anchor Creativa. It's 100% cotton. Yeah, and this is yellow, and then this one is black. So yeah, it's made in Hungary. The only places I could find this for sale was in the UK, and to ship it to me from one of the stores, it was just an outrageous price. So I asked Sam if she could find it cheaper for me, and she did. But she gifted it to me instead of letting me pay for it. So thank you once again, Sam, for that. And so yeah, I will have that done for the fair, and I better get a first place or grand champion. No, knitting normally does grand champion or takes grand champion. Yeah, maybe one day I might be able to enter this hat. I can't remember when I finished it. I'll have to look to see what I entered in last year. But definitely this will, I'm going to make a baby dress with a hat and some matching diaper cover for the hat. So I think that's about it. So that's the fair update. That's all I have because I haven't started. I saw a yellow over there, but I'm looking more towards my yellow over there. It's more of a, I don't know. Anyway, I still have to buy some black yarn, so I can't do anything without my black yarn. So, I guess that's it for me for fair updates. So thanks guys for watching. You guys have a great day. Excuse me. And I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.